Would you risk losing your memory over your favorite piece of media, book, music, movie, something, to potentially maybe not feel the same way as you do about it now?
Mm-hmm. Now, could I lose my memory of media that I never want to experience and wish I wouldn't have experienced?
Yes.
Welcome back to the Interesting Theory podcast. I'm Aaron.
I'm Tanner.
And there's no reading updates for you guys today because we recorded this one and the previous one back to back.
Yeah.
But Tanner does have a good icebreaker question for us today.
I do. It is a two-parter. Part of it is like a very like trendy thing that's always been a thing, really.
You've probably seen it on TikTok a lot lately.
Yeah. The biggest one is like, unfortunately, you've lost your memory, and someone will be like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then they pick up their favorite piece of media.
Right.
Well, I would like that question of like, if you lose your memory of, and we can do multiple, of course, because like whatever, what would you go back and consume again?
So I've been kind of thinking about this,
Mm-hmm.
and there's one kind of like stipulation I want to like clarify.
Mm-hmm.
To what level is my memory being erased? Is it just the contents of the media that I've consumed, or is it like like wake up with amnesia after a car accident? I don't really even know who I am as a person, kind of thing. Is my personality still the same?
I think for this hypothetical, you know who you are.
Okay.
You have the same interests. For any of the media that you choose to consume, you've only heard of it at this point, right? You've lost your memory entirely. You don't know that you ever liked it. You barely know what it's about. You just know that it is a thing.
Right.
So you would be going in completely blind, similar to how you were when you first consumed it. Maybe you heard a recommendation. Maybe you've seen a thing about it, but you have no recollection of how that piece of media made you feel, how it impacts your life today, or knowing going into it that you would probably enjoy it.
Okay. So, with that being clarified, I think the things that I love the most probably aren't going to be the things I gravitate toward now. Mm-hmm. So, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that world because of the movies, because they came out when I was really young. I read the books later, mainly because I appreciated what Peter Jackson had done. I don't know if forgetting the media that I've consumed, am I picking that up and just devouring it, right? I think because of the movies is why I enjoy the books so much. Shadowhunters. Yeah. I read those. I started reading those at like 12 years old. Mm-hmm. They're YA. Now they'd be classified as romantasy. I think a lot of the reason I like them is nostalgia factor, at least for the Mortal Instruments series. Yeah. The Infernal Devices is still really good just overall. Yeah. I don't think if I pick up the first book, I don't know if I'm continuing with it now as a 30-year-old man with my memory erased. The things, and I'm thinking about this as if like I come home and I see my bookshelf. Which of these books am I picking up? Yeah. It's John Gwynne all day. Okay. Like Bloodsworn, like that, those type of the grimdark, the more character driven, the Viking aesthetic. That's probably the first thing I'm picking up. Gotcha. Is Bloodsworn and or Faithful and Fallen.
And or Faithful and the Fallen. And we'll get to the follow-up question momentarily. Are there any other things on there that you would go towards it? And this doesn't have to be books. Like, I know this is like, we started this talking about books, but it's like, this can be movies. This could be music. This could be any sort of media that if you forgot it, would you go back and do it? Like, and you can kind of get playful with it. Would you go back and read it? And, or like, I guess the follow-up is important with this. So my follow-up question with everything that we're doing is, do you think the outcome would be the same going into it? And that's a hard questions of ifs and buts, because right now we love the things that we love. Mm-hmm. Do we know that if we changed when we consume them, if it would change how we
So I guess I did kind of already answer that with Shadowhunters. Mm-hmm. If we go off of other media, Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I love like elemental magic. I love martial arts, especially like mystical, magical martial arts. Mm-hmm. So things like that I'm picking up. Is Avatar having the same impact on me today, reading it for the first or watching it for the first time, than it did back when I was 9? Maybe not. I would still appreciate it for the storytelling, but I think because there is the added layer of the nostalgia and the love of it for when I was a kid, it adds that extra layer to it. So I don't know if it's having the same impact or if it's more of just a general admiration for the story.
Yeah. Do you think you would, and I know we're only a year off from reading Bloodsworn, do you think you would feel different about reading it now versus a year ago?
No. I really don't. I think... I don't think enough time has passed for my... for my personality or my way of thinking to have been changed much. Most of the way my brain has adapted in the last year is because of all the books I've been reading. But no, I think my enjoyment of it and my love of that series and all of John Gwynn's books that we've read would be the exact same if I read it now without my memory versus then.
That is fair. I equate... So John Gwynn's Bloodsworn trilogy would be one that I would choose to go back and reconsume. I think if I were to not have read it last year when we did and do it now, I would feel a little bit different about it. Not because of how good it is, because it is amazing. Do I think that it is as good as some of the other books that I've read? Absolutely. But it was a different time period. I just got back into reading. We had just like become pretty tight. And there was a bunch of other things going on at the same time that kind of like fueled this like, oh, this is amazing type thing.
Right.
Whereas like I'm in a different headspace than I was a year ago.
That's fair.
And all of these. So it's like, I don't think I would have been as gung-ho about them now as I was last year. And that's just from reading all the different stuff that I have read. I then went on to read all of the Cosmere and all of these things, which that helped me get into those. But I think going from that to like Bloodsworn would be different. It's a hard question to answer in terms of, that's why I wanted to bring up, because I think everyone would love to say that they would absolutely still love the thing that they would love, even if they lost their memory and reconsumed it.
See, and I know a lot of people would like to say they would, but I fully think that, like I said, with the Shadowhunter stuff, it being one of my favorite IPs ever.
Yeah.
Reading it for the first time as a 30-year-old man, I'm not going to connect with it like I did when I was 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
And I might still enjoy the concept, and her writing's still really good, but, you know, I can read those books now because I experienced them at certain times. I can't start a new YA series and read another 17-year-old love triangle and it have the same effect on me now than it did back then.
Because like when we started reading those books, we were younger than the characters in them.
Yes, they were all older, and I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool!"
Yeah, they're all.
Like, I can't wait till I'm 17 and falling in love and like whatever. But you know, now it's like, you know, like I said, I'm rereading them, and there are some moments where I'm like, you know, you know, she doesn't get graphic with her romance, but it's
very closed door.
Very closed door. There's, you know, kissing and whatnot, very, you know, romantic moments. And I'm like, this feels weird that I'm reading this about 17-year-olds.
Yeah. Not a fan of that.
Yeah. But she does write her characters like you almost forget that they are that age. Mm-hmm. But that's a tangent. But yeah, I don't think it's not having the same impact on me now that it did back then.
Yeah.
I think because it's only been a year since I've read Bloodsworn, could I be thinking about it differently? Sure, but I don't think it would.
Mm-hmm. I think it would feel different. I don't think it would change how much I like them. Mm-hmm. I think it would feel different just in general. I think everything, if we lost our memory and redid it, we would feel differently towards it. Maybe we would love it the same. Like, I remember the first time I ever watched Lord of the Rings, didn't like it. Mm-hmm. I was 8 when the first one came out.
Yeah.
And I remember we didn't go see it in theaters. We rented it on VHS back in 01 or whenever, 02 when it hit the home video.
Yeah.
Had it on VHS, put it on the TV, and we're watching on an old janky CRT. And it's just like, I didn't fall in love with it.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3 hours of just like, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And then I completely forgot not what they were about. Like, I knew what they were about. I had never finished the third one because back then it came out on 2 VHS tapes. 2. And so you had to like put in the next one. I remember I was like, I'm not gonna. I was like maybe 10 at that point. And I was just like, not a big fan. And then when I was 17, I still remembered what they were. I remember what they were about because it's so pop culture. How could you not? I rewatched them and I was like, I get it now. And now I have this profound love for it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I think is like, I think if you forgot what they were all about and reconsumed them, you would, I think in my opinion, this is my opinion, everyone would feel differently than they feel right now.
Yeah.
Just for the fact of what you said, like if you had read, the Shadowhunter Chronicles now versus then, it would feel completely different. But I just thought it was an interesting thought. Everyone always talks about, unfortunately, I get to reconsume this amazing piece of media. It's like, well, what if you didn't like it as much as you did the first time you consumed it? Which I don't think that would change for many people, but it's like, what if? Like, what if you're like, this is actually garbage?
Right.
Like, there were books that I've read that I liked, but I know if I read them now for the first time ever, I'd be like, dude, this is actually kind of bad.
Yeah.
Because I've read good books since then. I've read better vampire stories than Twilight.
Yeah.
So, just food for thought. I thought it was a very interesting question. And, like, I always think that I would love to go back and watch Lord of the Rings for the first time again. It's like, man, what if
we are including movies? I do think I would still love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
The films. Just because I'm a movie guy.
Yeah.
A part of the reason I attempted to do film school at one point was because of my love of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And just I would watch the extras over and over and over again, and just I loved how it was shot. And so I think if I still have that bit of my personality in there that loves the technicality of filmmaking, then I'm gonna love those movies. Yeah. And then in turn I would then pick up the books and so it still might have a different effect on me. I may not love it as much as I do now. I may love it more. But yeah, I mean there's no way to actually know, but I think my relationship with most things other than what I've read in the last year would change.
Yeah. So the last bit of the question is, would you risk it to consume it again for the first time?
Oh, like would I choose to? No. Absolutely not. Just because I feel like most of the books, movies, TV, whatever, the IPs that I truly love, they come from a love from 3 decades of consuming it at this point.
Like there's the nostalgia factor.
There is the nostalgia factor, and I wouldn't want to risk losing that because I know that there's probably some things in these IPs I love that now I'd be like, the fuck? But I excuse it because I have that level of admiration.
As long as it's excusable.
Yeah, as long as it's not like it's not like anything really bad, just more of like a weird character choice or that sort of thing.
Like the scene where Legolas like defies all laws of physics and gravity to jump on a horse in mid stride in Two Towers.
Yeah,
we can look past that.
Watching that now, I'd be like, cool, but what? Yeah. Watching that as like a 10-year-old boy, I was like, whoa!
Yeah. So I had a question asked to me one time. This is going to get a little deep. A question asked to me one time in a job interview. And the interviewer said, if you were to go back and change something in your past, what would you change? And I answered, nothing. And he said, well, why? I said, well, I'm extremely, and this isn't everybody's answer, I'm answering for myself. I was like, I'm extremely happy for where I've currently ended up. If I go back and change something, I risk who I'm married to. I'm risking who my friends are, my interests, the things that I love and do all these things. And it's like, why would I go back and change something when even the bad things that I've gone through have allowed me to get to here, and that includes the media I've consumed, the amount of friends that I have made over the bands that I've listened to, that I have then turned on other people as like, hey, you should listen to this. Oh, that's amazing. The amount of book recommendations that I've gotten from friends that have like sculpted friendships like mine and yours, and like music that I've, passed on people like, hey, listen to this song. Hey, we should watch this movie. And like consumed all these things. And if you go back and change any of that, that could change who you are. They made a whole movie and there's a scientific theory about the butterfly effect. You change the smallest thing and your whole life can be completely different.
No, so, I agree with you. I've always thought the same, that as much as there is stuff in my life that I wish never happened, it is part of where I am today, and I wouldn't want to risk relationship with my wife, friends, just like you said.
Yeah.
And with where I am in life right now, I don't have too many things that I would need to change my life in order to get rid of. Like, sure, there's a couple things that could make my life a little easier if they went away. But life is, having those difficult things is part of life. And they're not so bad that I need to like rearrange my entire history to get rid of, because the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah. I thought it was a very interesting question. I'd love to hear anybody else's thoughts on this. Yes. Would you risk losing your memory over your favorite piece of media, book, music, movie, something, to potentially maybe not feel the same way as you do about it now? I do think there are some things that will transcend time. Lord of the Rings are one of them. Some of the music albums that I listen to, I think I would always like, if I am the same person intrinsically that I was when I listened to those things, I think I would. But there are certain books that I would be like, oh, yeah, I read that and I thought it was really good at the time.
See, a lot of like, if you extend the argument to music, I, again, wouldn't want to risk it, because a lot of the music that I listen to all the time and admire is stuff that like I bonded with my best friend over. Like, that's how our friendship kind of began, was us bonding over like specific bands. And him being like, hey, have you heard this band? And then, we went to like 7 of their concerts within a year and a half together. Like, so, I don't think for any reason losing your memory, changing anything in your past is worth that.
Yeah.
Is worth the risk.
All right. So it sounds like we're on the same side of the fence. No, we would not.
No.
In fact, want to lose our memory to experience that piece of media again for the first time. I think.
Now, could I lose my memory of media that I never want to experience and wish I wouldn't have experienced?
Yes.
There are things I wish I could forget.
Yes, absolutely. So I think the way around this, if you would like to experience things for the first time again, is live vicariously through a person by sharing that media with them.
Yes.
Go make your friends watch Lord of the Rings with you.
That is a great point.
Yeah.
I love that. I love, like, for example, you going through the Cosmere. I had already done it the year prior, and getting all of your texts and your comments about what your theories are and how you're enjoying it. it was re-sparking, my enjoyment of it sure, it wasn't, the same as experiencing it for the first time, but it did kind of spark those emotions again.
The same parts where you're like, oh, dang, that's crazy, that I'm sending you like, oh, dang, that's crazy. Yeah. Or like when my sister updates me on the books that I've asked her to read, and she's just like, oh, and I'm like, oh, you don't even know.
Yeah.
And so go out and share your media with people. Yeah. Share your favorite books, even if they never read them, at least try. Mm-hmm. But that kind of is that was a 20-minute icebreaker question. Yeah. But on to the next portion. Go ahead.
So today's topic is, would we survive this fantasy world?
I have a very good answer to start with, but I won't give it. But let's move along.
So we are kind of winging this one.
Yeah.
The point was to present one of our favorite fantasy worlds and then discuss whether or not we think we would actually make it in said world.
I think a good caveat for this to start is we are not maybe in the action totally like dead center in the middle of the action.
I would say we're normal people in the universe.
We are normal people in the universe, generally around where some of this action is taking place.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking about the Greenbone saga, like there's a lot that takes place geographically over a large area of like continents and countries that they're not in.
I would say, like, for the main, like, if we did, let's go ahead and say Greenbone for the first one, right? Yeah. We're citizens in Johnloon, the city, where a lot of the street action is happening, right? Are we surviving in that world? Probably.
100%.
Yeah. Like, even if I'm not a Greenbone, it's just a normal city. There, let's say, like, New York, for an example, there's crime, there's mafias, whatever. Like, you just go on about your day and you don't get involved in the criminal underbelly of a city. Well, you're pretty fine.
If we're talking about specifically Greenbone Saga, they have what is called Aisho. Yeah. So there's going to be spoilers in this one.
Yeah.
So spoiler, they have, and this really, I don't know if this is a spoiler necessarily, but they have what's called Aisho, which means that the clans that are fighting do not take collateral damage.
Right.
If collateral damage happens, which means the loss of a person who is not a Greenbone
in the conflict,
like they're not a Greenbone, they are normal, not jade wearing person. If they are caught in that collateral damage, you messed up.
Yeah.
You have to pay for that.
Yeah.
And so normal people are relatively safe in the Greenbone saga. So yeah, I think we're surviving.
Yeah.
Easy. Man, maybe something happened to our shop. It was taken care of. The Greenbones paid us to bring another shop in. Yeah. Our family was taken care of. All of these things. There's only one time where I think a lot of collateral damage happened, and that is something that happens in our real world right now. So I think we're surviving in the Greenbone saga.
So, do you want to propose the next one?
I'm trying to decide how crazy I wanted to get for the next one. I don't want to say the one I wanted to say to start. I'm going for my next one, like the Farseer trilogy.
Okay. Again, I think,
I don't think so.
You don't think we're surviving in...
I don't. Because of forging. If you remember, at the end of the Farseer trilogy, a lot of people have been forged.
You're right.
What's the place that they live? Starts with a B, right?
Buck.
Yeah, Buck is... There's nobody in Buck anymore.
That's fair.
Everyone's gone. All the surrounding cities have been forged. The coastal cities are nothing anymore towards the end of the Farseer trilogy. So I think, personally, if we are just average, normal day citizens, there is a above 75% chance that we don't survive.
That's fair. And I think for, these arguments, we can say that specifically if we're normal citizens, we are in the areas that the story is happening.
Yeah.
Because there are cities outside of the realm of our story that if we live there, we'd be okay.
Yeah.
But you could say that for almost any world. So we'll specifically say if there's like 2 or 3 cities or areas that is the setting of the book. We have to be citizens of those areas.
Yeah.
So in that case, I think you're right.
Yeah. Like the odds are slim that we're not. There are more people getting forged every day.
Yeah. Could we? Sure. Not likely.
Yeah. We don't have plot armor.
Yeah.
We are not main characters in these stories. No. Like
we are the Expendables.
Yeah. Hardcore parkour.
The cannon fodder. That's what I was going to
say. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so let me take a look at the bookshelf. Like you said, there's some that I want to save for later.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Throne of Glass.
Where at in Throne of Glass are we? We talking peak war? So we're like, are we talking Kingdom of Ash? Are we talking?
Well, I would say we are citizens of. I can't remember the name. Wherever the glass castle was.
Yeah. So
the main kingdom,
Adarlan.
Adarlan, thank you. We are citizens of Adarlan through the entire series.
Oh,
the entire timeline of what we've seen.
Up until book 5, we're fine. Everything's good. All is well. Man, the rich people have really gotten some fucked up shit going on.
Yeah.
Us as normal everyday peons, maybe we're hanging out. We're going to some of these parties that some of the regulars are invited to.
Mm-hmm.
But once we get to the Volg, I don't know. I don't know if we're surviving that because they're pulling people. Like everyone's getting, hide your kids, hide your wife type situation. And then you want to talk about like when the glass castle exploded because Miss Aelin, dude, like, I don't know. And then you throw dragons and then the 13 exploding, taking out a bunch of stuff and all this. Sorry for the spoilers. I cried a lot during that part. But I don't know. I think if we're talking Kingdom of Ash, I don't think so. Because we're involving multiple territories. We're talking Adarlan, we're talking Terrasen, we are talking the one island people that Kale goes to in Tower of Dawn.
Yeah.
They're involved in all of it. It's kind of like area wide and people are dying by the thousands.
Yeah.
Or being like taken prisoner and all of these things by the Volg princes and whatnot. What do you think? You think you're getting out of this one alive?
I think... I don't know, because it's really one of those, like, do I think I could, like, hide long enough? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Life would be rough for a while. I don't know, it's kind of the same thing with Buck for me. It's like, could I? Yeah. Would I maybe not.
What percentage do you give yourself surviving? Because I think that's a good measure. Like,
I would say I've got a 35 to 40% chance of surviving through the entire events.
Okay.
Like, I'm good up until
like,
book 5, and then...
You started here, 80, 90,
yeah.
And then it just slowly deteriorates over time.
I think I've got a better chance of surviving the events of Farseer.
Oh, yeah.
Than I do of a Throne of Glass.
Yeah, for sure. I would say so. All right. So Throne of Glass is we're probably dying. Maybe not.
Yeah.
All
right. What do you got for the next one?
We're going to step it up a little bit. We're going to go into Mistborn Era 1.
Okay. So I'm glad we're on the same page because my thought was if we're doing Cosmere, we need to separate the planets.
Yeah, for sure.
So Scadrial.
We're on Scadrial during Era 1, and we are on... Because Scadrial's the planet, correct? Yeah. And then what is the area called? Luthadel. So we're in Luthadel, or surrounding area. Like, there are some other things happening, but Luthadel is the major thing. So let's go book by book. Mistborn book 1?
Book 1, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Book 2, probably not.
Book 2 got real dark real fast.
Yeah.
Luthadel was, I mean, they survived a siege barely.
Barely. I don't think I'm making it out of that siege.
Man, I don't know. Like the long-term siege, yes. That ending battle, your chances significantly diminish.
and that's what I'm specifying. Yeah, is that main battle there at the end.
Yeah. Let's see here. Hold on. My little sister's texting me.
Do we have any interesting theories from her?
We don't. She is in the same boat. We've just been busy.
Yeah.
Abby Ills. But I think book 2 is 50-50. You know, if you were in the right place at the right time.
I think if I make it through book 2, I'm making it through book 3.
You think you're making it through book 3 if you're making it through book 2?
Yeah, but because the main fighting isn't in Luthadel.
No. Right?
Because if I'm a citizen of Luthadel and I make it through the siege in book 2, I think I'll be fine.
But you've got to remember in book 3, preservation's taking people out. Unknowingly taking people out.
Ruin?
No, preservation. Like it is turning people into Mistborn, but a lot of people are dying.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah.
But we also said we're basic citizens. We ain't getting no powers.
Basic citizens were getting powers, and that's the crazy part. But people were...
I guess it's like, what kind of technicality? Are we one of the citizens getting powers, or are we fine at our homes?
Are we one of the 16? I don't know, because it was in 16ths, right? Or what was the number? Was it 16?
I think it's 16, yeah. Because that's like a magic number in the Cosmere.
Yeah, so like, are we the 1 in 16 that were getting sick, and then, you know, if they were surviving, they were Mistborn? I don't know. Like... And then a lot of people died when Vin couldn't control preservation's power. Seasons were changing like this. Day and night was happening like crazy. The ash mounts were going insane. I think there's a less of a chance of surviving Hero of Ages than there is Well of Ascension. Because a lot is happening. A lot of people are dying.
So I will... default to your response on this because you have read it more recently than I have. So yeah, my initial thought would have been if I made it through book 2, I'd made it through book 3. But you've brought up some good points, and your memory's a little bit more fresh on it than mine is.
Yeah, so. Ruin is out there killing everybody, dude. Yeah. And then Preservation's trying really hard.
Yeah,
but a lot of people die.
But you are right. Even if you get through the entire events of book 3, you right there at the end, Vin still is just not able to control that at all. And it's not until Sazed comes in that things get kind of corrected. So,
harmony, if you will.
Harmony.
I think by the end of Mistborn, I got like 25% chance. Like,
now, just to go ahead and continue the Scadrial conversation, Era 2...
all the way through the end.
I'm thinking I'm making it through the end.
Yeah.
And part of that is just that he didn't write another world-ending... crazy story. Like, now, there was possibility of, like, world-shifting stuff, but none of it actually happened. It was all stopped before it really took shape.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I'm a normal citizen in Elendil...
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of collateral damage happening in Era 2. Like, people were dying. There were some, like, bombs and explosions. But you're just, like, hanging out, going to work every day in Elendil. And, like, okay. Oh, man, there goes Wax again. You know, doing his thing and, like, all of that. But, yeah, no, I think Era 2, easy peasy.
Easy peasy. I'm hoping, since Era 3 is supposed to be, like... the next big iteration in the Cosmere. Like, he originally Era 3 was what was going to be Era 2 before he had to like shift and just do some small projects that became Era 2. So I'm thinking Era 3 is going to do some big damage.
Yeah.
But moving on, what
do you got?
Well, I picked air too.
Okay. We're moving on. Let's see. All right, we're going into heavy hitter. We're going Bloodsworn. Are you surviving in Bloodsworn?
I think during the events, sure. Am I gonna die of early age because of dysentery or some shit? Like probably. I don't know. When it comes to like those fantasy worlds where it's like the medieval, it's like if I was born in that era and learned how to survive in that era, sure. If it's us now being dropped into there, I might struggle for a bit. I like my AC.
Yeah, me too. I like my creature comforts. Yeah. Wi-Fi is fantastic.
Yeah. If I don't have dozens of books to read or YouTube to watch, it might suck.
Man, if we're talking in Bloodsworn,
most of the fighting,
it's very localized.
Yeah.
You're not there's a minor collateral damage happening. Yeah. You've got in book 3 when Dude comes back and he is a massive serpent.
Yeah.
Not really doing much. He's not really killing anybody.
Well, so that's the thing. It's like if I'm a citizen of the city that is within his skull and in the mountain,
you're dead.
We're dead.
Yeah, you're toast.
But if it's like the city that Varg was in the very beginning of book 1, that's probably fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to live on.
I think there's a really good chance we survive in the world as normal citizens.
Yeah.
If we're anywhere near action,
toast.
We're done.
Yeah.
That dragon's killing everybody, dude. Giant rats killing people. Hardcore. Yeah. I think for the most part, surviving.
Yeah. Okay. Shoot. Trying to think of one that would have a different conversation too, because some of the if you go Faithful and Fallen, it's the same argument as Bloodsworn. Let's do. Where's some world-ending? Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh no!
Are we?
No.
If we're normal citizens, we're going into the. So I mean, we could say we're crawlers.
Yeah, we're crawlers.
You don't think you're making it?
What floor are you making it to? That's the question. What floor do you think you can make it to? This is with our knowledge of how video game systems were. We can adapt quickly to UI.
Are we solo, or is it me and you going at it as a team?
Let's go as a team.
I think we can at least make it to the 9th floor.
9th floor.
Whether or not we're making it past the 9th, we can get to Faction Wars, but there's a lot of shit that happens on that floor.
I don't think we make it past Faction Wars. If we're not main characters,
we are the collateral.
Yeah, we are the collateral damage there. Yeah. I think we're at the bottom of Carl's radar of he is trying to save all the crawlers that he absolutely can.
But we're not a part of his team.
We're not part of the core. We're not named characters in this series. Yeah. There were 2 dudes who survived to the 9th floor. I never got to meet them. And Carl's exact words was there were so many crawlers I didn't get to meet. And that we were on that list. Yeah. We're on the Patreon list of thank you for all of our for your support. Yeah. We're on Carl's Patreon list.
But I think me and you as a team, I'm really trying to think of the events of what happened in all those books. It's going to be, we can make it to the, what was it? The 5th floor, Gate of the Feral Gods was floor 5.
1 was Goblin floor, 2 was an extension of that, 3 was where they got their subclass. And
well, no, so book 1 had 2 floors, book 2 was the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Book 3 was 4 floors. Yeah, so Gate of the Feral Gods was the 5th floor.
Yeah.
I think it's If we make it past that, then we make it to
Faction Wars.
Faction Wars.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance we may not make it through the 5th floor.
Especially when the god is literally popping bubbles.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So.
Because honestly, I just want to make it to the 8th floor to play the freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! To play the card game. Yeah, if we make it through 4 or 5, we're making it to Faction Wars, but no further than that.
That's acceptable. I would agree there. Roshar.
Which city are we living in?
I want to say we are in Way of Kings Words of Radiance era here.
Okay.
We're in the chasm area. I can't remember what they're called. The fields or whatever. I don't remember.
The Shattered Plains?
We're in the Shattered Plains.
Oh, we're cooked.
But here's the question. We're Light Eyes. Like, I've got hazel eyes. I'm at the low end of Light Eyes, but like I'm a Light Eyes.
I got
right?
the bright blue eyes. Okay.
Like, I'm not a bridge boy. Like, thank God.
Okay. Standard citizens. I mean, yeah. I'm sure there's enough Light Eyes privilege that we'd have at least enough protection from high storms.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we are bridge boys, we're cooked.
Yeah. Like, I'm strong and I can move, but like, dude, and my thing is like, I don't want to endure that.
Yeah, I've always said that if I'm ever put in a situation where I'm part of like Bridge 4 or in any sort of series or, movie where there's those guys that have to do the tough thing, could I do it? Sure. But I'm going to be the one that, as you see the main character's face struggling, right behind him, you see a guy taking an arrow to the throat.
Yeah.
Like, that's me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm visible, but I'm not visible long.
Yeah. Kaladin's like unknowingly deflecting arrows at me.
Yeah, I think there's a specific scene in book 1 where there's like a guy in front of him going down or behind him or something. Like, that is me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, here's kind of an easy one. We're going back to the Cosmere.
Mm-hmm.
Canticle. That's the sunlit man planet.
Oh, dude, I'm dead.
I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Like, I just don't want to endure.
Yeah.
Like, that just seems not fun.
Yeah, there's a video out there of I can't remember if it's a panel that he was at, but there's a booktuber by the name of Daniel Green.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying how Roshar is the most dangerous planet in all the Cosmere. And there's another Cosmere YouTuber that did a video saying, like, what is the most dangerous planet? In response to that, saying, like, Daniel, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, high storms are a thing. But we have, I get high storms are, like, crazy, hurricane-style storms. But people still survive those. You've got a planet that is literally burning, except for the dark side of the planet. And its rotation is so fast that people have to continuously...
Yeah.
Stay ahead of it.
You have to always be in the shadow.
You have Threnody.
That's the one that I was just thinking of. Like, nah, dude. Like,
well, and he even did the video of the premise of you're dropped at a random location on the planet. Threnody has more bad areas than it does good.
Yeah.
So it's more likely you end up on the bad area, and you're probably dead within seconds because of how dangerous it is. They literally call it hell.
Yeah. Like, you're not surviving there. I'm not surviving in the Sunlit Man. Maybe in Tress's world are we surviving.
Yeah.
As long as you're, like, if you're just on dry land, it's fine. Like,
yeah.
If you're not messing around with spores, you're good.
Yeah.
But,
like, normal citizen, you're sticking to you're staying in your lane.
Yeah.
And then, what else? Nulthus? Yeah, if you're just normal citizen, you're probably fine. Until... the end, maybe, because they're starting, like, there's like a big thing starting right at the end. Cell, probably fine. And most of his worlds are like your kind of medieval world, so as long as you stay in your lane, you're fine.
Yeah, like Roshar is fairly safe.
Legit, Canticle and Threnody are the two that's like, I would not go there ever.
Yeah. No. What's the book where they're in the, or not, it's the short story where they're in the forest. God.
Is it it's the Forest of Hell or whatever. It's Threnody.
Yeah,
that is Silence.
That is where they're at. I'm just trying to remember what the name of the short story was.
That's
not the right spreadsheet.
It's like the Shadows of Silence in the Forest of Hell or some.
Dang, I read too many here. Where is it at? Is it? I know it's here. Shadows for Silence in the Forests of Hell. Yeah. So
I'm not making it through that story.
No, absolutely not. You get a nosebleed and you're dead.
Yeah.
In the wrong area.
Yeah.
Like, and the wrong area is 95% of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Like the shades will get you.
Yeah,
You're just done.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not surviving that story. I would survive on Roshar.
Yeah. They're like, society has adapted to live through the high storms. Mm-hmm. You step foot in that forest, you're cooked.
Yeah. Like, you're surviving the high storm. I would say I would survive all the way up to end of Rhythm of War. Mm-hmm. Wind of Truth is when Roshar's starting to get real bad.
Yeah.
Like the high storms are really, like, you got the high storm and the void storm or whatever they're calling it. Mm-hmm. Like, I think in Wind and Truth I'm cooked. But Rhythm of War, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good. For the most part.
Yeah. So we've kind of made our way through the Cosmere. I don't think, there's other worlds, but none of them are as dangerous as the ones we've talked about. So it's like, yeah, we'll be fine as long as we stay in our lane.
Mm-hmm.
Like Six of Dusk, Dromonad.
The main city? Yes.
Yeah. I'm not going to the island.
No.
Can't
remember.
Pati?
Paka? Something, I don't know. Patchy. That's it.
Yeah. Everyone's dying there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you stay on the main lane, you're fine.
Yeah.
What else? Because there's a lot of these books here that, like, I either haven't read or haven't read enough.
Mm-hmm. The Shadowhunter Chronicles, specifically the Mortal Instruments series.
Okay, Mortal Instruments. I'm a normal person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just the regular world.
Yeah.
But
urban fantasy.
It's urban fantasy. So there's demons, vampires, werewolves that are mostly kept secret. Mm-hmm. A lot of the fighting isn't really done in areas where humans are getting harmed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I have one that I want to do at the very end.
Okay.
So if you got like one or two more.
Let's think. Well, I know you haven't read this, but Empire of the Vampire, no. Not making it through. If I'm a normal person, no.
Okay.
Vampire warlords killing everybody.
Got it.
It's like, if you're living in a small village, odds are your days are numbered. So, no, not making it through. I would have to be like a Silver Saint. I'd have to be a warrior to have a fraction of a chance to survive. And even then, I'm still getting taken out.
So there's a 99% chance that
it's a world that, like, don't get attached.
Yeah.
Everyone is at risk.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? I haven't read Dresden, but it's another, like, a Shadowhunter thing. It's an urban fantasy.
I don't know how like world scale it gets.
Yeah.
Right. Based on book one, oh yeah, totally surviving.
Yeah. Okay, so we can add the other mass worlds since we only did Throne of Glass. So are you making it? Are you living in Prythian?
No. As a human in Prythian,
I think there's more of a chance I'm living in Otterland for the rest of my days than.
Yeah, Otterland. I think I'm fine.
Yeah,
if you can make it past what happens in Book 7, you're golden. Prythian, no, you're dead. They proved that.
Mm-hmm. And then Crescent City,
Lunathian, sure, yeah, surviving.
I think that's the most survivable. Of the three.
Yeah,
because it's again, it's not our world, but it is an urban world.
Well, the odds that you're not just a normal person either. Like, if it's us being dropped in, humans are relatively safe. Like, they're not top food chain. Things are happening, but they're relatively safe. If you are one of those people who, like, if you grew up, like, if you were born into this world, odds are you may have some type of power.
Yeah.
You could be a shifter. You could be Fae. You could be something that helps you survive in this world. And it's pretty localized about what's happening. Yeah. So I think I'm surviving.
All right. Let me see if I can grab one more before we hit your finale. And there's one I'm specifically avoiding because I think it's the one you're saving. Well, honestly, I don't really have anything. I guess I could say Narnia.
Am I surviving in the real world version or in Narnia?
Yeah, well, if I'm living in the real world, then I have to survive World War II.
Yeah.
If I'm living in Narnia, as a normal person, yeah.
Easy peasy, dude.
Now, to be fair, I don't remember the events of like the last couple books, so I don't know if there's like a world-ending thing.
I don't think so.
I know things get very serious.
Yeah,
but
I think there's like war and whatnot, but like, they're not. They're probably not conscripting people.
Yeah.
So I think I'm safe.
All right. So,
and I mean, this one's probably Middle Earth, and we're talking.
Is this the finale?
This is the finale.
Okay, yeah.
Middle Earth during the Fellowship era. So that year from when Frodo set out from Rivendell and made it back. Are we surviving? And there's so much happening in the world.
Where are we?
We're in a major city. We're in we're going Rohan or Gondor. Like, if we're in Gondor, we're in Minas Tirith because Osgiliath is fallen and people are gone from Osgiliath.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you drop us in the Shire, are we books or movies?
I mean, let's go movie situation.
Okay, because books, no, because there's the rending of the Shire.
Yeah.
Are we making it in Middle Earth? We'll say we're citizens of Minas Tirith. Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. Because Minas Tirith didn't fully fall.
No, it was just the outer walls.
It's just the outer walls. Yeah, there was a lot of survivors of that battle.
Yeah.
Are we? Let's say we're in the realm of Rohan. Are we part of one of the little villages that gets pillaged by the orcs?
I think if you're in Rohan, your chances of living are very, very, very slim.
Yeah, unless you are specifically where the king resides. I am blanking.
They went to Helm's Deep, and a lot of them died.
That's fair too.
Like, they evacuated there because all the surrounding villages have been burned and pillaged, and people had escaped to there, and then they all escaped to Helm's Deep.
And they only protected their women and children. Any man was made a soldier for the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Not even just men, children too.
Yeah, there were children too.
Younger boys, like 10, 13-year-old boys were getting...
So, yeah, if you're in Rohan during this, you're probably cooked.
Yeah, and those walls at Helm's Deep were unfortunately breached.
Yeah.
Drastically. So Rohan, no. If your chances of survival are slim, and it's because you were very remote and nobody found you. I agree with if you're in Gondor, Minas Tirith, you're probably surviving. If you're an elf in Lothlorien or Rivendell, they were nowhere to be found. Well, no, the elves of Lothlorien came and helped. A lot of them died. Well, in the books they weren't there. In the movies they were.
Right. That's the thing. Like the books, they're all going to the Grey Havens. They're fine.
Yeah, they're good. I just think in Middle Earth in general, no matter where you at, odds are very low. Odds are low.
Yeah.
Orcs are everywhere. Riders in Black are everywhere.
Yeah. You would have to be part of a major city in order to have a chance.
Yeah.
And even then, it's slim.
Yeah. All the major areas got hit real hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Middle Earth, you're screwed. Movies, if you're in the Shire, you're good. They barely torched the outskirts in the movies. Like, they were barely... Like, they touched the Shire, but they didn't make it all the way to Hobbiton.
I mean, they didn't... In the movies, they didn't even really touch the Shire at all. Like, they made it... Like, a couple of the writers made it around the area to find Frodo, but no one was harmed.
No.
And even then, even when they... I know this is just outside the Shire, but Bree, they went through there... Other than the dude that got smushed.
Yeah, that poor dude. Yeah. He was just doing his job.
Yeah. Everyone else was pretty much fine. So I think your best chance is to stay to the northwest in Middle Earth if you're in the movie version.
Yeah, let's see. If you are in...
That top right one.
If you're here, you're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're here, you're cooked. Let's see.
That top left one, you'll have the Shire over there.
And this one is this?
Sorry, top right.
Okay, yeah. We got the Shire over in this area. Yeah. So you're pretty much good over there in the movies.
Every other map, you're cooked.
Yeah. So... All right. I think that's it.
Yep.
So we're dying in most of these. We're surviving in some. And if we are surviving, it's
a struggle.
Some are a struggle. Some
will
are
not
easy.
make it out the same.
Yeah, no.
I'm definitely losing a limb.
Yeah, I think the only ones where we're making out pretty much remotely unscathed is Mistborn Era 2.
Yeah. And I guess technically, Roshar up until Wind and Truth.
Yeah. Way of Kings Roshar? Yeah. Fine. Wind and Truth?
Yeah. If our boys would have succeeded in stopping Odium, we would have been fine.
Yeah. But they didn't.
They didn't.
So, all right. I think that's all I got.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you want us to do this again. Find some more worlds. Give some suggestions in the comments.
Are you surviving where we didn't?
Yeah, let us know what you think, how you would survive in these worlds.
Yeah.
And if you got any, tips and tricks.
Yeah. Because apparently we just suck.
We're just dying.
Yeah, we're cooked. If there's a High Rocks there, we're good.
Oh my god, could you imagine, Cosmere High Rocks?
Oh, dude, that'd be awful. Kaladin would kill us.
So, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.